So how's the furball in the after?
Hello, guys, gals, non-binary pals. It's me, your host with the most, Dr. John Wolfenstein, and today I bring to you another beautiful episode of the Seas of Vodari. Because, you know, Seas of Vodari is beautiful, just like all of you beautiful people.
And with the accent, we're coming to you today live from Auschwitz.
Why would we come to you live from there? There's nothing live there. A ruin.
Case in point.
No, we come to you from my house and their houses and all of the houses.
In the middle of the street.
Do.
In the middle of the street.
But I have wonderful news. Welcome. This is episode 60. 60 episodes. Good Lord. But we also have some fun art for everybody. So first things first, we have Mo, Joe, and Curly, the three deckhands in their, misbeguided and misbegotten ways. Hey, don't they look great? This is a fun art style. I actually really do like this, though. You know, it looks like watercolors.
It only took 57 episodes for them to get a picture.
Yep. Shut up. Mind your business. And then, of course, we have the ever beautiful Arara sea flower. Is she gorgeous?
Ooga.
Yep, she.
It only took her 59 episodes to get a picture.
Shut up! Mind your business.
I'd show her what Tentacle Monster could do.
Hey, hold up.
Apparently we're coming to you live from Japan. But thank you all so
viewers,
much.
Don't be upset. You've all seen the internet. You know where this is going.
Right?
Welcome to the internet. Have a look around.
We do have mountains of content. Some better, some worse.
Some worse.
Mostly worse.
I mean, you know, especially in these times, the internet and TV, it's just full of garbage. No idea why. Like, people are allergic to watching good TV. I don't know.
It's almost like people are allergic to making good TV nowadays.
Oh, we know that. We know they're allergic to making good TV. Speaking of which, everybody, we won. Disney put their live-action adaptation of Tangled on hold and are probably not going to do any more live-action remakes because the last two have bombed so atrociously.
Yeah,
So,
fuck you, Snow White.
right? Fuck you, Lord Farquaad's mom.
Lord Farquaad and the 7 CGI abominations.
Nope.
Lord Farquaad and the 17 thongs.
I mean, he wanted to marry a princess, so I guess he just decided I'll just become one instead. So congratulations to him on his transition.
Yay, transgenderism.
But
As a they, them, I represent the statement.
as a they, them. Well, fair enough. Technically, I'm a chaos spirit, so my gender is whatever I want it to be whenever I say, because who cares about what your physical form looks like?
Well, if I'm gonna
Your
kick somebody
gender's
in the
what's in
groin,
your
I'm just
pants. Chaos. Chaos is inside my pants.
gonna look. If I'm gonna kick somebody in the groin, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna kick you in the balls or I'm gonna kick you in the hooch. I'm gonna say I'm gonna kick you in the they thems.
I don't even warn them I'm gonna kick them. I just kick them, and we'll see how much it hurts based on how fast they drop to the ground. So you never want to warn your target you're about to kick them.
They thems. Ooh, right in the non-binaries.
Nah, you never give your target warning. Just go straight for the kill shot.
And you don't say
No, see,
nothing.
the
But-
non-binary thing is, I warn them I'm gonna do it, and then I never do it, and leave them paranoid. And only when they finally relax do I do it.
Oh, see, you never tell nobody nothing. You just let people always be paranoid. You're gonna do something.
See, I led a friend on for like 3 years, thinking because I'd always like pretend to sack tap him and get so close so that he would always flinch away and flinch away every single time. until about 3 years after I started doing this just to fuck with him. I went to do it, and I thought he was gonna flinch away, so I doubled down with my speed and got him full force.
You're a bad person.
Yes.
But
no, he's a great person. That guy deserved it to that point. You didn't Pavlov him hard enough.
I mean, at any rate. So now that this episode can never be monetized on any platform. Well, you know what? It's not on mine, and that's the more important part.
We'll get you there.
Yeah, I know, eventually. And frankly, again, I didn't start streaming to, make money. I started streaming to share D&D with all the beautiful people I could. And because I thought it'd be fun.
Yeah.
But, with that said, you guys are back on the seas of Vodari. And today, you have just finished the negotiations between the House of Shadows and the House Tea Leaf. These negotiations having been a long and hard process. Shut up. But again, ultimately, rather anticlimactic, considering it went off without a hitch. Everybody seemed to get what they wanted, and then, pieced out A-Town, home slice, skillets. Don't ask me no questions, and I shall tell thee no lies.
About a quick finish.
Well, you gotta stay focused. Time is money, friend. And you can't waste all of it, So, Niafta.
Yeah?
Acting as liaison for the meeting in question. Both houses have said that, once the upcoming festival is over, they will, of course, happily pay you forthwith. You were given a tag to facilitate your stay in the actual port of, let me double check, Vodari proper.
Rocky.
So now with the what the hell was that? Somebody talk to me. Was it Alexa?
Talk.
No idea.
It was the voices in your head.
Oh God, I don't need more of them.
With tag in hand, we go over to Vodari.
So that is the question: is do you transport your new ship over to the larger city now? Well, not new ship, but your ship with the new tag.
We don't get reimbursed for the time that we already paid for, do we?
No.
No. That'd be up to the captain.
Yep.
Well, to be fair, we didn't pay for it. Tobias paid for it.
I believe House Tea Leaf paid for the whole thing.
Yes, Tea Leaf paid for the new docking and the tag, but your original docking fee was covered by Tobias. Although technically, I suppose you could count that as Tea Leaf money too, considering he was technically under their employ at the time.
Daddy.
But so you head over to Vodari then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And sure enough, as you dock and as you find your port, and takes no time at all. Upon docking, though, the harbor master approaches and wants to see payment or, or some paperwork, and you hand him the, wooden tablet, essentially.
Mhm.
He takes it, he looks at it, and he nods. Welcome to Viraki, Captain
Niafta.
Captain Niafta. And your ship, and he kind of like looks over the side. Bessie's Mercy?
Yup.
And he like looks at you. He's like, okay. Yes, the
Didn't
Bessie's
name the ship.
Mercy. Yeah, I had to deal with the get fucked, so you all can deal.
Hey, I never said it was a bad name, and I will not. You will not besmirch the good name of the good ship. Get fucked.
I will, though. But anyway, but
You
he
gave me full authority to name the ship, and I took it.
didn't give you full authority. I gave the people who were there in the call the full authority. You just happen to be among them.
And they gave it to me.
Idiots. But anyway, so you guys are docked. The harbor master leaves the little wooden placard with you. That way you can show it to anyone else who may or may not have an issue. And you are now safely in port. And again, you can see the city is still pretty alive and pretty lively. Ultimately speaking, this city is essentially like New York. It's the city that never sleeps, never really. And with them getting ready for a
Festival.
with them getting ready for the festival, ultimately you guys are gonna hopefully have a good time. Bye, have a beautiful time. Do you know the
How long until this festival starts?
The festival starts tomorrow, and it lasts for 3 days.
I look over at She of Cups and I'm like, well, thank God she has unlimited booze for 3 days. We'd be run out of coin by the end of the first day.
You actually see she smirks. No, we wouldn't, because I am last year's drinking champion.
I'm
They were
sure
for
you'll be
drinking
drinking
contest?
champion this year as well.
Of course there's a drinking contest, you idiot. There's a drinking contest, an eating contest, a knife throwing contest, an archery contest, a swimming contest, a holding your breath contest. There's a piñata contest. There's piñatas everywhere for one. There's a rowboat competition. There's all kinds of competitions and all kinds of events you could have fun with. And I am the drinking champion 2 years running.
I feel
Eat
like
it.
you would be
I look
cheating
at
if I-
Competition of who has more functioning dicks?
I mean,
No.
there
I
might.
feel like entering a swimming competition would be cheating for me.
Well, I mean, to be fair,
It
the
would also
last
be
person who
cheating.
won was a siren. It
Okay.
literally had like flippers and gills.
I think it would be more unfair if you joined a how long you can hold your breath competition.
Oh,
Considering you
that
can breathe
competition.
underwater.
That competition specifically says if you can breathe underwater, you can't participate.
Yeah.
There's rules. They're not all monsters, but again, just because I can't get drunk and just because I can't die of alcohol poisoning doesn't mean I'm cheating.
Right.
It just
admit,
means
I'm
that I'm
interested.
better than you.
It does makes me admit, though, I'm kind of interested in the swimming and the archery competition.
I would like to just point out that upon technicality, there is no person alive who can drink you under the table.
That's not my fault.
I mean, it kind of is.
No, it isn't. It's Madam Red's fault. And frankly, again, just because I'm better than you doesn't mean I should be disqualified. I drink the drinks and I don't spill a drop. You have to spill. You can't spill more than 1 gulp's worth of drink. You have to drink them.
So last time when you entered this competition, how much money were they out because of how much you drank?
1,000 gold pieces.
Then by all means, go drinking.
I was gonna. And she actually like looks to Nyafta, right? Like I can go drinking, right?
You can absolutely go drinking, just don't get lost.
Drinking, 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 and Tobias just like rubs his temples. I mean, I'm not even one to argue. I made almost 5,000 gold pieces just betting on her.
Hell yeah.
Tobias, by all means, I think you're the only one that is capable of keeping an eye on her. Because if any of us try, she might kill us.
No, she won't kill you. And frankly, she'll
definitely kill me.
No, she might smack you around a bit, but she wouldn't die. And her paws
I'd be very hurt.
Her paws are velvety soft, really. I'm moisturized, she says, smiling.
I'm sure all the males love it.
Of course they do. And then she proceeds to, like, lick her hand, much like a cat would lick their paws. And then she smiles. See? Moisturized. And she continues to do so. And Tobias just, like... Again, he's doing the whole rubbing the temples thing.
If you end up having a headache, I'll make sure to have lesser restoration prepped just for you.
As long as I'm drinking, there are no headaches.
At least there's no doubt she knows how to use her tongue.
Can you not be horny on Maine for 5 minutes?
I'm literally made of tentacles. No.
Go ahead and take a point of inspiration, Mako.
Everybody out here getting points of inspiration except for me. God fucking damn it.
Well, you know, you got one for having 2 dicks, but, you know, you spent it already.
I haven't used the last 3 inspirations I got.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, you are absolutely right about that.
So how many? So she's stacking inspirations?
No, you can only ever have the one. So yeah.
Yep.
If
okay, so Skull, I think you're okay with going to the swimming competition. Just, you know, check the rules first.
Considering they said we were just told a siren won last year, I don't think there's much worry about me getting in trouble.
I heard there was a Tiburon competing this year, says Tobias.
Well, at least there's 2 competitions for me to look forward to.
And we could probably convince Scram to do. Could probably convince Scram to do the hold your, not actually breathe underwater.
This is true. I mean, and if he wants, there's also
for a really long fucking time.
Yeah, and there's also the pie eating competition if he wants to
eating contest.
That. No, so there's an eating contest, a pie eating contest, a barbecue skewer contest, and what was the other one? It's the apple dunking contest. Ah, yes, the apple dunking contest. They put a bunch of apples in a barrel, and you have to get as many as you can out in a certain time limit.
I feel like there has to be something more to that than just reaching in and grabbing as many as you can.
Oh, true. You can only use your mouth.
Are there any rules against... You can only do it with your face.
Yeah. You
Can
have
you unhinge your jaw?
So, is there any rules against unhingeable jaws?
not that I know of.
I can.
Oh, you might be the reason for the new rule.
He nods.
We're about to find out.
I know that she is the reason there's no longer any bets on the drinking competition for who comes in first.
Damn it! I came late.
Yeah, we can bet on who comes in second, but if she's entered the competition, no bookies will do the whole who's coming in first thing.
Betting on she.
Well, because again, they're just losing money.
So is it kind of like if she enters the competition?
If she enters the competition, all betting is given up.
Well, just the betting on who's
Kinda
going to
just
win first
there.
place.
At this point, it's realistically not about who. They should change the battle between who can try and outdrink her.
We're not trying to
Right.
kill people here.
No, but the thing is, they're betting for the second place after she.
That's true.
So if
Second-
they make it to second place, do they just stop and pray?
Well, so everyone is a full-gone conclusion that she is going to win, but
Yep.
the other contestants still drink to see if they can achieve second place. There is a monetary prize for first, second, and third in all the competitions.
Like, she is there drinking for reference. Everybody else is competing.
Pretty much.
So does she just walk up and they just hand her the first prize?
Well, they at least make her drink because some of the judges do hope that one day they'll create something strong enough that she can't just drink it and be fine. Many of them don't understand Adam Red's gift. Yep.
Those poor fools.
Last year
Right,
I drank alcohol so alcoholic that even dwarves were getting drunk.
Off of what? One sip?
No, a glass. It took a glass. Dwarves aren't weaklings. It took them a whole glass. I wonder if it's
Knock
just.
a dwarf on their ass after one glass.
I wonder if it would kill a normal person.
Probably.
I'll pass.
Well, yeah, it's mine. I'm drinking it.
Don't worry, they're
alcohol
last.
is a poison. Would I not? I have to ask this out of character. Alcohol is considered a poison, yes?
Technically.
Therefore, because of a paladin's, or my particular paladin's poison immunity, does the effects of alcohol actually affect my character, or are there stipulations?
So the effects of alcohol would affect your character eventually. Because all the poison immunity would do is keep you from gaining the poisoned condition.
Mm-hmm.
In mechanical terms. In mechanical terms, you would never be able to receive a disadvantage for being poisoned. You can still take some forms of poison. For example, if for example in this particular case, alcohol would affect you eventually, it's just a matter of when, because what alcohol poisoning is it's alcohol poisoning is replacing your blood with alcohol. And that eventually becomes poisonous. The question is just how much of your blood could you replace with alcohol by the time you pass the hell out?
So how's your constitution looking there, buddy?
Yep.
My constitution's pretty high.
Because that's
I think I'm
actually
running 14 on con.
so that's actually what that's actually kind of what blood alcohol content means, is when you drink and there's a legal limit, what they're testing is how much alcohol per some amount of blood you have, and the higher the alcohol content goes, obviously the greater drunk you are. But eventually you will over alcohol yourself and you will slip into you will pass the hell out at the very least. In the real world, you'd probably die.
So There's a bunch of competitions. I need to figure out what my character's capable of. I'm entering all of them.
I mean, nothing's stopping you. Other than whatever time these competitions might be at. But then again, there's competitions all over the city, so.
We're about to find the fuck out. Am I going to be able to outdrink she? God, no. Nobody can outdrink her. Nobody alive. I think even the gods would have trouble.
Question is, do we get a drinking competition between Skull and Valor?
I would love to see it.
What's your constitution at there, buddy?
I have a constitution of 14.
I have a constitution of 16. I think I got this in the bag.
Let's fucking go.
We'll see. But keep in mind, there's other stipulations too. Remember, it's not just how much you can drink. It's also, can you drink it without spilling it everywhere?
Ooh.
Like, that's actually something you get graded on too.
Unhinge the jaw, tilt your head back, and pull open, and then just pour.
Yeah,
I
better.
don't want to do the. I want to do the swimming and archery competitions before drinking.
I need to do the. I'm pretty sure the drinking competition is the last one.
Just so.
Can I use a sippy cup?
Because it's probably like the.
Can you use a sippy cup? No, you get You get given a cup to drink out of, and that's the cup you're drinking out of.
Right.
Okay, well, I'm signing up for 3 contests then.
Yeah.
I'm signing up for all of them. I have to, because Oath of Discovery, it is literally in my tenets. I must know.
And there's also the other thing is there's also a big dance on the final day. On the final day, there's a big, not quite a ball because it's held outside, but a big formal dance. The princess, and the queen will be in attendance in that particular during said dance. And so I mean, yeah, there's all kinds of fun stuff. There will also, of course, be live music everywhere, food everywhere. There's even, there's drink everywhere. There's candy. Again, the whole city is like showing out. And what you've kind of been able to gather from your couple days here in port is that the city uses this as, well, the different houses, like all the big trading houses, use this as a day of propaganda. Or like days of propaganda, like, oh, look at our wares, or oh, look at our, performers and our ships and this, that, and the other.
We got the finest, the best of the best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a show-off day, of course.
Yep. And then many, like, one other thing that Tobias is happy to tell you is that you can actually spend 5 platinum pieces and get bracelets. For every platinum piece, you get a house bracelet. And the house bracelet will allow you to drink or eat 1 time at each stall for free.
Oh, okay. It's like the express pass from the...
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the express pass from like Disneyland or like
Yes.
In Universal Studios California, if you bought their commemorative cup, you could just refill it the whole day you bought it. It's actually a really good deal. You could fill it with just about anything.
I want one. I want to try everything.
I have not been keeping track of party loot for the last couple weeks. Granted, we haven't been getting anything for the last couple weeks.
Yeah, no, there hasn't been anything to update.
Yeah.
Well, better make sure that we have a new section in here, because we might be getting something for winning prizes.
Indeed!
We're here to try everything, because I want to like kind of have an idea on what are the levels of quality of the best products of these houses. So in case of in our many travels, we find stuff that maybe we can trade with them that could be of their interest.
Yep. So we're gonna take a page from Valor's book and try everything. Hit it, Shakira.
Everyone, just imagine you're watching Zootopia right now.
God fucking damn it, you absolute
What?
funny bastard.
Tell me that's not the perfect fucking, like, literally, that's the perfect song for it. Shut up.
I'm not going to deny him that. But still, fuck you and your puns.
Listen, from now on, every time we play Vodari, every time you start to open your mouth, your theme song playing in the back of my head is going to be "Try Everything" from Zootopia.
Well, that is basically Oath of Discovery Paladin. If there's something I don't know, I need to find out.
There you go. Ooh, you know what? No. You know what I'm going to do? So, you're all able to get a long rest. You're all able to wake up in the next day full of vim, vigor, and vesticles. Don't ask, I don't know.
That we're
You keep my vesticles out of this.
You don't even know what vesticles are.
I have a question for you, though. I know we're level 6, but how many channel divinities does a paladin get?
I think 1, maybe 2 at level 6. Give me a second.
I'll do a double check later.
Yeah,
it has something to do with wisdom modifier.
And also, for those who are unaware, since the word was brought up, a vesticle is a small pore or sac, much like a blister. Congratulations.
Yeah. Oh.
That's the thing you know now.
I was thinking there was something completely different.
No, yep. Vesticle is just another word for blister.
Yep.
Okay, literally, so my tenets are literally as follows. Explore, seek out new frontiers to explore for yourself or for all. Enlighten, shed the light of knowledge on the darkness of ignorance wherever you travel. Inform, secrets create ignorance. Inform others, empowers them. Informing others empowers them. And challenge, confront liars and reveal their deceits for what they truly are. I'm literally going off of the explore tenet here.
Fair enough.
From what I see, you gain 1 channel divinity. You have
at
the
level 6?
Yeah, you just have the 1. Unless your oath says otherwise, and your oath is Oath of Discovery. So, character options, Paladin, Oath of Discovery. Features, Channel Divinity. You gain the following 2 channel divinities. Okay.
They're different types. I'm talking about how many charges I get.
So, as an action, choose Explorer's Ward. And then... and then, let's see. According to the base Paladin, your oath allows you to channel divine energy to fully magic. Each divinity option provided by your oath explains how to use it. When you use your channel divinity, you choose which option to use. You must then finish a short or long rest to use your channel divinity again. So, okay, yeah, you get to use it 1 time per short rest.
Okay, so it's just the once.
Yep.
Well, I mean, it is useful in the right circumstances. I still have to wonder if I can channel my divinity through the hull of the ship.
There we go.
And casino.
I mean, I couldn't do the Mario Odyssey music because Nintendo copyrights the shit out of everything. I'm already going to get a copyright strike for this one, I'm sure.
Insert montage here.
Yep. But so you guys wake up, you know, you guys have a good night on this ship, and you instantly wake up, you know, hearing all the fanfare, hearing all of the excitement, the jazz, the drama. It's all over the place, baby. And there's all kinds of fun going on.
So
yes.
Day 1 itinerary look like there, Skull?
Well, That's actually up to some dice. So I will have all three of you roll me a D100. I've been planning for this goddamn festival for over a week.
You don't say.
Shut your mouth.
You've been waiting for this.
Yep. All right. Well, cool. So first things first.
Hero?
Hero.
Hey, raw.
Yeah, I did.
Well,
I did.
All right.
You got a 54. I got a 54.
Mhm.
And then Skull got an 87.
Your mom's 87. Bam. I actually don't know how old she is.
Probably dead.
Don't
My
be
mom's
depressing.
probably dead.
All right. So in the harbor is the cannon shoot. Skull.
Yes, sir.
The cannon shoot is a bunch of cannoneers and people who are cannon enthusiasts have gotten together and have put like targets out in the harbor. Again, nobody is sailing in or out of this harbor right now. But the goal is to hit the targets.
Fuck it, I'll try it out. Seems like something I might be decent at.
Where's our sea dwarf and his female companion when we need them?
Unfortunately, they're not here. They're doing something else.
For a second, I thought I was gonna end up competing against Missy.
Yeah, right. Make you
Missy
compete against Missy and Grimir.
Missy's busy with Grimir. They got so heated talking about cannons that they just started talking about
Shooting off their cannons, if you get my meaning.
Well, I wasn't gonna be the one to say it. Somebody else got to it first.
Well, you know, that's usually
like
you.
so many of my relationships.
I got there first, bitches. I keep being told that's not something to brag about, and I go, but it is though. Like I was focused on the competition. I don't know why she wasn't.
No, she was focused on the competition. If you finish first, you lose. That's how that works.
Nah, seems like I win. But
you win, but you lose.
Nah. But
depends on the situation. Anyway, moving on.
So it is indeed a cannon shooting competition. The best shots, obviously. The goal is to hit 10 targets. Every single cannoneer or cannoneer team, there is a team, you can do this as a team event, has 10 cannonballs in order to try and hit 10 targets.
Oh.
I look over at Skull. Well, you want to do this as a team, old chum?
Let's do it. I can move the balls with my tentacles to get them over quicker. We can load the fastest than anyone. Don't worry. Okay. I'll cup your balls real gently.
Hey, hold up.
Phrasing.
Phrasing.
It's the best phrasing in the world, though.
Okay, so what is the modifier for a cannon?
I will tell you. But give me a minute. Crowlot is Skull. Vex is Valor. And Niafta is Laura. Well, Laura is Niafta.
I guess I left this channel, so I have to change my name in the server again.
Yep.
How do I do that again?
I can do it for you real quick.
Yeah, we can change your nickname. But anyway, I was answering a chat question.
Okay.
Hopefully they heard me.
My friend Nico is watching us.
Yeah. But with that being the case,
I don't have permissions to change nicknames in the server.
I got it.
Yep. But with that being the case, so You have 10 shots to hit 10 targets. The closer the target is, and again, that's kind of how this works. The closer your target is, the easier it is to hit. Now, the more hits you get, the farther away the targets become, and thus are harder to hit. And again, whoever shoots the best shots out of 10, everybody will get a chance to participate and attempt. So, what I'm going to do is one of you is the loader and one of you is the shooter. So who wants to be loader? Who wants to be shooter?
Okay, loading involves strength and dexterity, right? Those would be the two things to determine speed of loading.
Very likely.
Okay, I've got a 16 in strength and a 15 in dex. What about you, Crow?
I've got a 15 in strength and an 18 in dex.
So
you got the better stats out of that, so you'd be the better loader.
Remember, aiming a ranged weapon in this game is dex based.
Yeah, so I should be the one aiming.
No, you probably have the better aim stat. I've got the better loading stat because I've got the higher strength out of the two of us. And I believe as a bard, I should actually stipulate this. Is the casting of guidance allowed in this particular...
Nope, no magic.
No magic. Okay. No magic, just base skill.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
How about bardic inspirations? Because that doesn't technically classify as magic.
Yes, it does.
Really?
Yes.
I thought it was just...
Yes.
I thought it was just
it does actually state in bardic inspiration that it is a magical force.
Goddamn! I thought it was just play a fancy tune and everybody gets really inspired.
Nope, it literally spells out magical force.
Damn.
Yeah.
So close. I thought I'd get you involved, Niafta. I'm sorry.
Well, again, if if Niafta wants to be involved and wants to offer the help action to one of you, then she can. The teams can be as big as 4 people.
Okay. Do you want to offer the help action to our Scully boy?
Well, she'll decide each shot. So every shot, I'll let her decide if she wants to give the help action to either you or Skull.
Will you allow her to make that decision after seeing the initial roll? Was that a no or a yes?
That's a nope.
Okay.
That's part of the gamble.
All right. So I guess that's how we'll work this. Crow will aim and fire. I'll load.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'm guessing since the range, it'd be my range attack, so I can basically just use my spear gun for.
Except you're not proficient with it, so it's just like you're rolling dexterity.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah, you are not proficient with a cannon.
Still gives you a +4 to every firing shot.
Yeah, not bad.
I can get the cannon both aligned and ready.
Captain Ziggy, welcome. Also, Cyberneko, thank you so very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you for becoming one of my test subjects. We will talk about your modifications in the future.
Don't let him modify you. I walked into this surgery table with 2 testicles. I ended up walking out with 5.
Yes, we are in Vardy, specifically Varaki. And it's a festival!
Completely breezing past my joke there.
Yep. And I'm not going to stop the party.
All right, let's go.
So, there's masks there, but, there's all kinds of fun things here. So, let us begin. Valor, roll to load the cannon. But first, Niafta, are you going to assist Valor or Skull this round?
Who could need more help?
I mean, both of them could use the help. But right now, the cannon, the first target is the closest target. So it's probably not hard to hit. But you are also competing against how fast you can shoot, too. So.
Sure. No, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, if we are all a team, are we like a team of 2 canyons, or these are 2 teams with
You're
one
a
canyon?
team. So you have one cannon. You have one
Okay.
cannon you're shooting, and you're trying to see if you can hit how fast you can hit and how accurately you can hit.
If you're
but
one
Righty,
each
yeah.
opinion of the rest,
I'm going to. My job is going to be align the cannonballs so they're like always handy.
All right, so it sounds like
okay,
you're
so
helping.
helping load.
You're helping load, which I like.
Yep.
So you can either roll a athletics or acrobatics test, whichever you prefer.
But also, like, is it possible that there are 2 loaders so that they can, like, while one is getting ready, the other is already pushing the prior cannonball and so on, just to make the load faster?
Mm-hmm.
It goes powder charge, cannonball, and
Wadding.
powder charge, cannonball, wadding.
Although I think that's backwards even still, but
So
one of those.
after, if I remember correctly, after actually loading and firing black powder guns, it's powder, wadding, shot.
Yep.
Powder, wadding, shot. And for generally for cannonballs, they just have like a bag of it.
I mean, there's some kind of actual like powder charge in cannons. It's kind of like a burlap sack that's roughly shaped. But anyway, that's not important. All I need from Niafta is an athletics or acrobatics check.
Wait. So she's rolling it, or am I rolling it?
This
Niafta.
is one she's rolling.
I'm gonna do an acrobatics.
That's fine with me. Whichever you prefer.
Did it roll?
Not yet. There it went.
There it goes.
All right, so with a 5, that's not a fail on this first shot. So, Valor, you're going to roll a athletics check with advantage.
15.
Fantastique! And Skull, fire! This is just a straight dex check.
Okay.
Play that funky music, white boy.
16, you definitely hit the target. Splash! And everybody, ah! All right.
Yeah.
So, let me mark down a quick tally note.
Shot number 2. Let's go.
Yep, shot number 2. And Niafta, athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
I mean,
All right, you succeed. Valor, athletics with advantage.
92.
All right, and Skull, fire with
Fire that
advantage.
shit. Oh, so if we succeed really well, we give him advantage.
Correct.
18.
Okay. I'm liking how this is working.
18.
I like it.
That is a hit. Huzzah!
2 down, 8 to go.
Yep. All right,
I give you a
Niafta.
high five, but I don't know which one of those tentacles is your dick.
You wouldn't be able to see that tentacle. But anyway,
we're not supposed to know that.
And yet you guys prodded me for that information.
I mean, we had to
Just
know.
because you know everything's prehensile doesn't mean you know everything is always out.
There's that too. But anyway,
Moving on.
Niafta, same check.
All right.
Athletics or acrobatics, your choice. Okay.
Ooh.
Valor, athletics check.
Normal?
Yep.
15.
All right, and Skull, dex check.
Normal?
Yep.
Ooh, that's a 9.
Ooh, unfortunately, that is your first miss. As it splash, and everybody goes, "Aww."
Oh, like the fucking Wiimotes when you're in archery.
Yep. All right, Niafta, roll it.
I suck.
All
I don't know,
right,
it sounds pretty good.
Valor, athletics,
Athletics normal. 16.
and Skull, Dex.
14.
All right, you managed to hit this target. Now
right,
they put
back on
out
the
the
board.
next target, which is the longer range. So, Nyafta.
Ah, screw this.
All right, athletics. Valor, athletics.
13.
Valor, or not Valor, Skull, fire.
22.
That's my
That'll
boy.
do. All right, halfway there, guys. So, Nyafta.
Yeah.
All right, and Valor.
Normal?
Yep.
Base 10.
All right,
Oh,
well,
damn it.
Skull.
Ooh, nat 1.
Rough. Thankfully, Nat 1 is
Misfire.
not going to hurt you too much in this case, but
Just gonna
it
call
is
it a miss.
it is counted as a miss. However, Nyafta.
Well, if we still have a chance to get 8 out of 10.
Mhm.
You know what? I'm gonna use my inspiration now. And then,
Yes, you can use your point of inspiration. So, what that'll do is give you advantage on this roll.
okay.
22. Valor, you definitely have advantage on your roll.
Excellent. Clicked it. Did it go through?
Yes, it did.
Yes, it did. 24. Play that funky
24.
music, white boy.
Skull, you have advantage on the shot. 16 will just hit. Bang. All right.
Damn! That's a fucking high AC.
Well, again, it's not necessarily
I'm over here rolling.
armor. It's, distance. I'm adding AC for increased distances. So, all right. So, Nyafta, roll again. This time you're rolling a straight roll.
It still classifies as
Yep.
the AC, right?
Valor.
AC, right? Love AC, right? Plenty, right? Me, athletics normal. 20.
There we go. And Skull.
30, 20.
Straight
still
or
20.
advantage?
Straight.
Okay.
Woo,
I'll take it at
doggy.
20.
All right.
Never
You did-
mind. Hits that.
Six. All right,
Oh,
two
come on.
more.
Let us have that one. Let that be a double.
I didn't count the negative against you, so I'm not counting the positive for you.
Well, worth a shot.
I know. Being fair. God, how horrible I am. All right, so,
I mean, it would be funny though.
but Nyafta, athletics or acrobatics? Your choice.
Mhm.
Very
19.
nice. Valor.
Athletics advantage
No, athletics straight.
or no? Ooh, 19's not even giving me a straight. 17.
All right, Skull, go ahead and roll with advantage this time.
16.
16 will miss at this range. All right, your
shot.
last shot. Nyafta.
Mm,
16.
All right, success. Valor.
14.
Barely. Skull, straight roll.
And 16.
Unfortunately, no, not at this range. However, that is all 10 shots. Now, we're going to have some fun. There are a total of 6 other groups competing against you. So, I would like each of you to roll me 2 D100s.
Okay.
45 and a 10.
Alrighty. Alright.
75 and a 7.
Alright, so for sure, through 1, 2, 3 teams fall behind you. Unfortunately, it looks like you just lose out of third place as 3 teams got higher than a 60%.
Damn it.
However, costs you nothing to compete other than, competing.
Damn.
Mhm.
Not bad, though. Not bad.
Premier's gonna have our heads for this.
Mhm.
Yeah, Grimir actually has something that lets him add his proficiency to cannons. So it was literally a job for the cannoneer class. But
yeah, mine gives me spear guns.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't win this one. On to the next one.
The next event is actually 2 separate events. You hear about 2 different shooting events. One is with crossbows, and the other is with regular bows. And they're on 2 different sides of town.
Crossbows are more your thing, eh, Skull?
I could do either. I prefer the longbow.
But Niafta is a crossbow user.
I mean, it doesn't exactly change anything for me. I have proficiency either way, so.
I am well aware of my lack of proficiency with this, so this is one I will actually skip out on because I already know the answer to this particular query.
Either way, I get a +7 for my hits, so.
Get lucky sometimes.
But Niafta, you do have proficiency in hand crossbows. You could, in fact, participate in the crossbow competition. And Skull, you can definitely participate in the longbow competition.
Sounds good to me.
All right. So I will have Niafta and Skull roll a d20.
You got it.
11.
All right, Niafta, you're up first. All right, you get 10 arrows to hit the target at various points on the bullseye. The goal is to have at least 1 arrow in each of the targets, or each of the points on the target. So, you are going to start your hand so make sure you got your hand crossbow. And so your first DC, you must hit a AC of 5. So roll a hand crossbow.
God damn, if you get a nat 1 on that, I'd be impressed.
All right, so that succeeds. However, go ahead and roll your second shot with advantage.
With advantage.
Yep, your AC is now 10. With advantage, that is an 18. All right, your third shot, AC of 12, and you have advantage.
Holy fuck.
Ooh,
No.
Unfortunately, no. All right, go ahead and roll. Your AC is still 12. No advantage this time. 12 will just hit. All right. Hand crossbow, roll it. AC is now 14 you're trying to hit. And that hits. All right. AC of 16, roll it. A 19 will hit. Very good.
Well done.
All right. AC is now 18. Unfortunately, that is a miss. All right, go ahead and roll it. AC is still 18.
What am I aiming for right now? Nee.
Hey, you hit. And
I'll do
18, and that is enough to gain advantage on your next attack. Your next attack is looking for an AC of 20.
Shit.
Unfortunately, 15 is not going to do it. Still 18-20. And this is your last shot of the competition. Hey, look at that. You just made it. All right.
70. You're in the 70th percentile.
Yes, indeed. 70%. All right. Cool beans,
Any other
Daddy-o.
people are rolling for this?
There are there are going to be, two other people competing. So both Skull and Valor can roll me a D100.
52.
Alrighty.
You got it.
Hey, Niafta
49.
finishes first, and Niafta wins 50 gold pieces.
Hey,
I'll add that to the party loot.
Yep. Also, add to the party loot street cred +1.
Oh, sweet street cred.
It may or may not matter in the city of Veraki. Alrighty, Skull. Let's see. I'm gonna actually roll to see how many people you're competing against. Because I rolled a D4 for Niafta, I think this time I'm gonna roll a D10. But I'll do it publicly so you know. So you're competing against 5. Huh? I didn't even see that message pop up.
I can be
Somebody,
quick sometimes.
See what message?
yeah, some bot got sniped by Crow and his amazing banhammer.
Damn.
I turned
Please
into
don't hit
Thor
me with
for a
that
second.
banhammer. Like it was on site with him. He's like,
Oh yeah, bro! I didn't even get
Sneaking
to
up
see
behind
the
the bot.
message. In fact, my first message was message deleted by moderator, and Crowlop banned this guy, and I went, "Wow, shit!"
what did the message say, Crow?
Oh, it's someone trying to sell viewers.
Oh, yeah.
Piece
no.
of shit. Piece of garbaggio. All right, Crow. Ready?
Yep.
Fire! AC 5. That definitely hits. Roll with advantage.
Yeah, I think that
AC
gives him
10.
advantage.
Ooh,
Oh, double net.
Damn.
woof. All right, AC 10.
Over here with the karmic dice.
All right, that will be enough for advantage. Roll it. AC 12. That'll be enough for advantage. AC 14.
Does he get it?
That's a miss
Ooh.
on AC 14. All right, try again. That'll do. That's enough for advantage. AC 16. That just does it.
Hits it.
AC 18. That'll do. Enough. Let's see. That's 6, 8. All right. 2 more shots. So this one is AC 18 with advantage. That'll do.
22.
Yep. And now AC 20. Straight. Hey!
Hey!
That's our boy. D100 for him?
Yep. So Niafta and Valor, both of you roll D100s, and I will roll 3. Because there's 5 people competing against him. Oh.
Third place.
Yep. Scott. Well, so let me double check these. Yep, those bonuses are going to cancel each other. So, yep, 3rd place, and you receive 5 gold pieces, Skull. However, street cred does go up by 1 point.
Yay!
All right, what's the next event for day 1?
The next
We're
event
on a
for
roll here, guys.
event for day 1 is actually a large event. It is a citywide event. It is the canal race. So,
Is this the swimming event?
nope, the canal race is a rowboat race. And as you can bet, it starts from the bridge here and ends over here at number 7, which according to my data is the Singing Siren. Who arrives at the Singing Siren's dock first is the winner, and is the winner. And again, there's a 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place. teams can be of up to 3 members.
Good thing we have 3 people.
You can also, however, if you so choose, one of you can sit out and let someone else of your crew, the NPCs, compete as well.
Yes, let's do that.
All right, who wants to sit out?
So, Nia,
I want to sit out because I'm going to need athletics and strength for this one, and I suck at those.
Fair enough. Who do you want to replace you on the team?
Maybe she.
All right.
You sure you don't want to put Thok on there?
Fog is too heavy.
I mean, could be. It could be. I
That's
mean,
annoying.
that's entirely up to you guys.
Well, see, like my thought is Thok probably has a higher strength score than she does.
Oh, absolutely. But the thing is, that he's also very heavy, and these are canoes, right?
Yes, these are canoes.
And he's
Thok is a big boy.
Going to, yeah.
It
Well,
is
I mean, all we gotta do is
a
help.
valid thought process because again, if you're in the boat, Valor, it may affect, how big the person is who can be in the boat with you.
And of course, magic is a no-go, so no Tobias.
Yes,
No
magic
Tobias.
is completely a no-go, and Tobias doesn't want. Remember, Tobias's gift is if he falls in the water too long, he'll just disappear. So,
Exactly. So,
Can I turn my tail into a like a corkscrew propeller?
theoretically, you can try, although, there will be roles associated with that, and it's not something you've practiced before. So again, there are going to be roles and stuff associated with that, but theoretically, you can.
Okay, well, me and Skull are rather large. Skull can easily have 8 oars in his person at any given time. So,
Yep.
True.
Like we know that she's strong, but she's going to just row crazy and sporadically. So we need somebody to guide the canoe as she.
Well, so here's if I remember correctly, She of Cups is our bosun, right?
That is correct.
They're the ones that are responsible for maintenance, repair, cleanliness, rigging, and associated equipments. Meaning, she good at pointing way if need be.
That is correct.
All right.
So I am all for it being she.
All right.
so you, me, and she then.
Cool.
How do we want to do this? Who wants to be at the back? Who wants to be at the front?
We should be at the back.
It
I
is
should be
easier
at the back?
to steer the direction from the back, so we should have she in back.
Okay, is she stronger than me? Like, what would be the
So
what would be the skill check
it's
for-
not necessarily just strength to steer the ship. It could be others. It could be another stat. For example, she could use wisdom in order to maneuver in the back of the ship easily. Because again, she's just aiming you guys. You
Are we
and
all
Skull
using
are.
our-
You're using watercraft.
Yes, water vehicles. What are we querying? Strength?
It depends on the role and depends on what you do. But she can query Dex or Wisdom, which she's a monk, so she's really good at both of those.
Okay.
So with this type of a ship, if you want propulsion, you want the strength in the front, the dexterity in the middle, and the targeter in the back. So it should be you in front, me in middle, and then she in back.
That tracks. Let's go.
Alrighty. So here we go. Now again, I will have target numbers for every set. Again, there will also be people who compete against you. Now then, please,
On your mark.
on your marks, get set, go. I don't have a character sheet uploaded for she, so I will roll these raw based on what I created in a different program. Okay. So she passes. The target number is 5. Valor, you're querying strength, and Skull, you're querying dex for your watercraft or water vehicles. All right, fantastic. All right, next roll, both of you have advantage.
Same queries?
Yep, same queries. All righty. All right, and she passes, so that'll be all right. And so Valor and she will have advantage on their next checks. Skull, you'll be rolling straight. All right.
24.
All right.
I think we're gonna get first place on this, guys.
She actually does not succeed on this roll, but Skull and Valor, you're able to make up for her lack. So again, it's a 2 out of 3 roll. So if 2 out of the 3 of you succeed, then you all succeed on the general check. But your individual scores, you can actually give advantage to yourself, which Valor and Skull, both of you have advantage on the next check. Still same stats. All right.
Anyone?
She actually succeeds this time and will give herself advantage for the next one. Skull and Valor. Skull, you're at straight roll. Valor, you're at advantage. All right, and she succeeds, but she's on a straight roll this time. Valor, you are at advantage. Skull, you're normal. Very nice.
23.
All right, and she succeeds as well. All 3 of you at advantage
I just want
this
to imagine
time.
like the people. I just want to imagine like people on the side. They're just watching like this like snake in the middle, snake on the front of a boat, just hauling ass with the like a fucking propeller system in the middle of oars, just going.
Yep.
Full on rowboat, like fucking motorboat.
All right, and both
Water
of
vehicle
you.
strength advantage, right?
Yep, both of you are at advantage this time. All right.
14. Ooh, I'm probably going straight roll on that one.
Yep, so you gain a straight roll. She does succeed hers, if only just. So again, you guys succeed on this check. All 3 of you are now at straight rolls.
Anyone?
And all 3 of you pass this time. You 2 have advantage. She is a straight roll.
Ooh.
And she unfortunately fails hers. So you do lose this one. All right, last roll. Skull, let's see. Skull, you're a straight roll. Valor is a straight roll, and she is a straight roll. So all 3 of these straight rolls. Ooh. Ooh, unfortunately, she succeeds, but the 2 of you do not. So, now then, let's see how many people competed against you. Let's see. Let's go with D8. All right. So 4 separate teams. So, Niafta, go ahead and roll 2 D100s, and I'll roll 2 D100s.
Fuck.
All right, now let's see. Well, lucky for you guys, she was able to obtain at least 1 nat 20 in her rolls. So, you guys snake your way into 2nd place. And again, this is taken like an hour, like an hour plus. You guys are like exhausted. You guys have really worked hard at this. However, everybody cheers, everybody's excited, and you guys receive 100 gold pieces for coming in 2nd. And there is also anyone who finished in 1st, 2nd, or 3rd gets a free meal food!
Yay, food!
I'm like
Oh.
just laying there with my arms on the sides, like, yay! Somebody drag me over there.
The singing siren, normally holding its reputation as being a place where you don't necessarily want to be found. Like, you don't go there to be seen, you go there to be kind of ignored. It's definitely the like shadowy, shady part of town. However, during Le Festival, it is obviously changed quite a bit, and outside is a series of tables and pavilions set up for a feast. So you guys, as the winning team, your meal is comped. Of course, other people can come and eat with you as well. You have to, it costs like, 3 silvers to go and eat with your crew. And again, your whole crew is there and eating and drinking and having a good time. She is literally drinking everything that's handed to her. And you guys spend a fair bit of time there, just hanging out, having a good time, relaxing. You see lots of people dressed up, and there's even a couple of bards playing away. One guy is got a he's got an accordion, except one of his hands is a hook, and so he's playing it one hand, like essentially one-handed.
That's impressive.
What do we get for street cred for getting second place?
A +2.
Anything. Excellent. Yeah, we are up to +4 on our street cred.
Indeed. The big daily events are worth more street cred than the other ones. And yes, street cred may or may not be important in the city of Veraki. You never know. But
we'll find out at the end of day 3. Where are we on day 1? We're at like what, noon, 1?
Oh no, this is like towards the end of the day. Again, you guys have been kind of exploring and looking around.
Yep,
this is dinner. But I would like all of you to roll me a D100 as well.
Okay.
Excellent. This is to determine whether or not we get into a bar fight.
No. I make that roll.
You wouldn't do that to us, right?
100 saved me. And I have to roll low, I roll super high.
Yep. So, Niafta. During the day, you again spend a lot of it with your crew. However, you have lost sight of Mojo and Curly at some point, and they seem to have wandered off, and you just, you're pretty sure they're okay, and they're probably headed back to the ship at some point, but at some point they kind of wandered off, and, you kind of lost track of them, and who knows what they've been up to. Skull.
Yep.
You have seen more than one person in a mask. And again, normally that wouldn't be a big issue. However, these particular masked people also seem to kind of have an idea about you and who you are. But they do a lot of knife juggling. One guy is, a fire eater and, puts on a nice flame show. And again, there's all kinds of events going on, but there's a lot of masks here. A lot of them. A lot of people wearing masks, covering their faces, and you start to notice that slowly people are starting to buy up and wear more and more masks. Now, Valor, you don't get into a drunken brawl. However, you do notice that the third place team and the guys who came behind them are over by the docks, and they start a brawl, and everybody's kind of looking, and you see a goblin with a monocle like jump up on a table. I give 2-to-1 odds that the third place winners are gonna beat up the losers. Come on, 2-to-1. I'll take it. 2-to-1 odds. 2-to-1. And he's starting a betting pool.
Well,
I got 3 gold on 4th place.
I kind of look.
3 gold
I
on
look
4th
over.
place. You got
I
it.
look over to Niafta. Captain, can I have permission to go and stop that before somebody gets killed?
Absolutely.
Cool. And the snake slithers off towards that.
All right.
Let me change that bet. I got 3 gold on the snake.
3 gold on the snake. You
Three
got
gold on
it.
the snake.
Yeah, me too.
Snake's walking over, cracking his knuckles.
All right. So
Okay.
Niafta
I
and
didn't want to get into a bar fight today.
Niafta and Skull both betting on the snake. Everybody sees the snake.
Are betting on me.
Everybody sees the snake
betting on
coming
snake.
in and betting like it goes fucking wild. Like betting goes fucking crazy about who's
Jeez.
because now there's 3 bets. There's
From
who's
the
gonna
top rope.
Yep, pretty much. But the
Who's
goblin
gonna
is like
win?
grabbing bets
Who's
and
gonna win and
you know.
who's gonna kill the snake?
Mhm. So, all right, Valor. Let's do this. You're gonna roll. What weapon are you using? Do you want to use for your attacking? You can pick any attack roll you have, so long as it can be done in melee. Now you're not killing anybody,
Non-lethal. It's going
Yeah.
to be non-lethal.
right? But you are rolling an attack die.
Okay. Dude.
Oh, I
Okay.
just realized if I were to put myself in this, I have a +9 for my net. I
Too
would have
late
been
now.
perfect for this.
Okay.
All right, what's the roll you're going to be using?
I'm gonna use a long sword. How far are they? All about 10 feet from the side of the dock.
Some of them. Why?
And how? Like, what's the further? Oh, nothing. I was just planning on slithering to the center of the bar fight and then thunderous smiting on the dock.
Does thunderous,
Impromptu bath for everyone.
does thundering smite push people?
10 feet away from me and knocked prone.
All right, cool. So here's
Impromptu
yep.
bath. Boom.
All right, cool. Here's what I want you to do. Number 1 is you wade into the battle and
And
are
I'm not
prepping.
aiming at an individual. I'm aiming at the dock.
I'm aware. The rolls I want you to make.
Let's go.
First, I want to see a Constitution check because you're trying to maintain concentration on a spell when as you're in a bar fight, essentially in a bar fight. All right, so you maintain.
16.
Now, I want you to roll this will be a charisma check. It's essentially with your casting modifier. Okay.
7
Not bad.
with my casting modifier is a. So this would be my spell attack bonus.
Yeah, it's your spell attack bonus.
That would be a 10.
Okay, cool.
That'd be a base 10.
All right. And now, go ahead and roll the attack roll for your longsword. Nice. Now, here's what I'll do. I'm going to roll for the 2 groups. Now, they do have... they are going to have disadvantage on the save because you rolled a nat 20 on the attack itself. They are aiming for your spell save DC, which is a what?
Spell save DC is 15.
Cool. So you slither in, you get a couple of, you get punched and kicked. One guy hits your snake tail with a chair, and you're wading in, and you're just annoyed at everybody, and just like you're over this shit. So you lift your sword, fill it with thunderous energy, and boom!
I'm over this shit. Longsword. Boom.
And more than half of the fighters go splashing into the canal, with like a couple guys just landing on their asses and like not wanting to get back up. One guy actually was holding a chair and it was about to hit somebody, and then it goes crashing and spinning off in a direction as he hits the ground instead, flung 10 feet away from you.
Like he's holding the chair.
Yep. Boom! Knocked over.
I just imagine like he's holding the chair, the thunderous smite goes off, the chair gets thrown away, he's standing there looking around. Wait, what? I'm holding my sword. There's almost half of a crater in the boards of the dock, and I'm like,
oh yeah, no, the where you hit in the dock, there's a hole. You can look down.
It is a fucking game. I'm like the snake is basically hissing, just like, oh.
You see a lot of people, you're like,
Okay.
Like half of the audience goes,
anybody else want to fight?
Half of the audience goes, boo! The other half is like, yeah!
And then like Valor's already thinking to himself, those are the guys that bet on me.
Literally, the goblin, like, he's like, huh, fight's over. Get your bets here. Snake is the winner. And who had magical intervention? There was one of yous. And,
why do I have a feeling
Snake
that
victorious.
one person happens to be someone I feel like of everyone, it's She of Cups who had magical intervention.
nope, it was Tiny Sensei.
Fuck you.
Johnny Sensei's over there, like he's gonna walk in there with a smite.
Who now has 12 gold pieces.
I know
And
my
he's
boy.
just counting.
So how much do I get for my win on Snake?
So both you and Neafta, you both bet 3 gold that the snake would win. It's 2-to-1 odds, so you both gain 6.
So 15 gold. Okay.
And Tiny Sensei's just sitting there counting out his 12 gold coins because he had 3-to-1 odds that you would be able to magically end the fight.
I'm gonna give 2 gold pieces to Valor when he gets over.
Valor,
I slide them into my coin purse.
Yep. You make 2 gold pieces.
I'm wondering if the goblin's like glaring at me.
Nope, he's just kind of disappointed. Because again, Cade and you guys are the biggest bets. Like everybody's winning like silver pieces and copper pieces. You 3 are the only people who bet gold. So he's mad that he had to hand over gold.
He's mad that he had to hand over gold.
Yep. Well,
I'm wondering, all the people that were like in the water, are they okay? Like they're just like lying there on their backs, floating. Like, huh?
Most of them are getting hauled out. Only one guy seems to be
Nice.
unconscious, and he was he was floating on top of the water. So he's unconscious, just kind of floating there. And he gets dragged out with a couple ropes. But
like, if I wanted to like wonder. I wonder if the 2 leaders of the 2 groups come over and they're like apologizing, like, dude, we're sorry.
Nope. Nobody's apologizing. They're all just drinking. They're mad that they got a bath and now they're drinking. You gotta warm up.
Yeah. That's called taking a cold shower.
Yep.
I also go over to the proprietor of this particular tavern and I give those 2 gold that I got from Skull to her. That's for the dock.
Let me double check. Mr. Yep, so the tavern keeper,
Mr. Stepsister.
no. Bad paladin.
Come on, that was a good reference.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay. At my table here, we already make the running joke that paladins are Catholic priests.
No one
Hey,
to me.
hold up.
Glue to your crotch. Progress.
Have you ever thought about carbonating the blood of Christ?
Yes.
By the way, rip to the Pope. But at least I don't have my buddy calling me at 4 in the morning saying we got to go to fucking 5 a.m. mass and pray for the Pope. Bro, if I have to pray for the Pope to get into heaven, you and I are never getting in. We are so fucked.
Yep. I'm just kind of glad that I got through that entire thing. I wonder how much damage I took. You said I took a few hits.
It doesn't
matter because we're taking a little rest after this, so.
That's correct. It is insignificant. Otherwise, I'd have told you. However,
again,
with that,
I just paying for the dock.
Yep. So you pay the 2 gold to the proprietor, and they are happy to take it. And with that, you guys are able to head back to the Bessie's Mercy. And yeah, the first day of the festival has come to an end. As you guys arrive back on the dock of the Bessie's, or on the deck of the Bessie's Mercy. English, I can speak it. The 3 Stooges are there, beat up. Like, they look like they've gone a few rounds. You see Thok is kind of standing over them, just shaking his head. You don't know where anyone else is other than Doc, who also is on the deck, like, treating their wounds.
Doc, what happened to these 3?
I'm afraid I do not know. They were unresponsive when asked what happened, and Thok seems to think that they got into a scrap is a complete sentence and thought.
No, that's
do the other
right.
guys look
I
worse
look over
than you?
to
Thok shakes his head.
Did you find the ones that looked worse, or the ones that did this?
He nods, and then he shakes his head.
I'll look to the one in the middle, or the one that the other 2 are kind of looking to whenever they get asked questions.
Yeah, that would be Joe.
And I glare at Joe. Joe, do I need to go find a snake for you to sleep with, or are you going to be honest with me?
He's actually unconscious. None of the 3 of them are conscious right now.
Oh man.
They're unconscious, but they're
unconscious. They're unconscious, but they're being
stable.
healed.
But they're stable. So
correct. They are not in danger of dying.
I take a bucket of water, tell everyone to stand back, and I hit Joe in the face with it.
Splash! Or do you actually like take the bucket full of water and clobber him in the face? Like, because
that's what I was about to say. The warning there.
Hitting him with the water. Hitting him with the water.
All right, so you splash him with the water. Got it.
I'm splashing him with the water. If he decides to lie to me, I'll hit him with the bucket.
Got it. So you splash him with the water, and he, what? Your mother's. And he tries to sit up, and then dizzy. And he's just laying on the deck now. Just, where am I?
Yeah, stay down.
Good plan. Good plan. It's a great
on
plan.
The deck.
Yeah, I couldn't stand up if I wanted to.
The ship.
Okay, cool. Dude, when did you get so many siblings?
Okay.
Oh God, there's more snakes.
Who did this to you?
What? Oh.
Okay. Answer me. Focus. Snap, snap.
Oh, that's loud. My head.
Who
loud.
did this to you?
The sheep.
Focus. Focus. Come on. Eyes front.
The sheep did it.
Good. What? Who did this to you?
The sheep. The sheep did it.
Insight to him to see if he's. Can I incite this motherfucker to see if he's actually like forming legitimate sentences or if he has brain damage?
Sure.
Nah.
The sheep. The sheep.
Someone wearing a sheep mask fucked them up.
Insight on brain damage. 19.
Oh, so probably definitely has brain damage. But you did see animal masks being sold all throughout the city. So, yeah, sheep masks could have very well explained the sheep comment.
Mm-hmm. Did you ask for? Did you bring this fight upon yourselves?
So currently there, he got a drink, and then one of the sheep said, "Hey, you cut in line, give it to me." And so Curly splashed him with it, and then the fight broke out. And then I tried to get in, and I looked at the guy and said, "Hey, man, let's not be bad." And then I got hit with a chair by the other guy, and then Mo, he tried to poke one of the guys in the eyes, ended up poking Curly, and then Curly ended up hitting me, and then I don't know what happened.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, it sounds like you made a mistake, and you need to go to sleep.
It sounds like you two are... forgive me, she, but I'm going to have to step on toes here a little bit. These three are ship grounded. Or what would be the ship locked?
It's confined to quarters, stupid.
Thank you. It's first thing in the morning, and I have to deal with this shit.
Actually, it's last thing at night.
Right.
They
Anyways,
going to be able to find their way back to the ship?
I think Thok dragged them here, actually.
He nods.
Ah. Where is Fog?
He's standing.
Standing in front of them.
He's standing here, and he nods his head.
Shaking his head disapprovingly.
I found.
Sorry, but I don't know how I missed it.
It's okay. I am statue. I am stealth. And he yes, it's Drax from the goddamn Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I'm moving so slow, I am invincible.
Be careful, no one touches nipples. They're sensitive.
I'm sure disapprovingly. I'm sure Niata knows all about that.
But you actually look, and Thok's skin is like a deeper green. Wait, what? Thok's skin is actually like a deeper green than you're used to seeing it. And you realize that as the boat is rocking, Thok is actively rocking with it, except he's overcorrecting. So he's constantly he's like a giant skyscraper in an earthquake, just constantly like leaning.
He's having fun.
It was all about that. It was all about that. Doesn't explain his tone.
Thok, buddy, are you feeling okay?
Thok, are you okay?
Drinking.
A little too much fun.
Looking after these.
Okay, you can get out of there. You're here.
Okay. And when you say you can get out of here, they're here. He literally just falls over. Boom!
No.
And he is unconscious. He's just...
Lost the Fog? No.
Thok's drunk.
No, we lost the Fog. Who's gonna take Cody my mom back to the ship?
You're on the ship. You're on the ship.
All right.
Oh, we're on the ship.
Kate, yes.
We're on the ship. We're on the ship. This is end of day. Kate, is he okay?
Oh, we're all back. Okay.
Yep. Kate actually...
that's fine. If they want to sleep on the deck, they can sleep on the deck. They take care of themselves in the morning when they wake up.
Kate nods. Yeah, I mean, again, there's no storm coming, and I mean, I'll put blankets on most of them. Thok just kind of sleeps where he lays anyway.
I see. Joe, if you're still conscious.
He is not. He is like Thok, just...
Right. Yeah, those guys are confined to quarters for the remainder of the festival.
Okay. And she looks to Doc. You're in charge. You keep them there, because it looks like they need help anyway. I will keep my patients in pristine order and keep them confined to quarters so they can recover from their long day of violence. Although, from that story, it seems to me that most of their wounds are inflicted by one another, so almost self-inflicted.
Yeah, it sounds like they got into the fight and then somehow managed to get themselves separated from the fight and continued to beat on each other until the fight was over.
whatever. The thing is, yeah, let's confine them for the next day so that they can recover. But it would be okay if they come back, on the next day of celebrations, like the third day.
We'll see how they're doing. But if
Yeah, we have to
we're
be
gonna do
faithful.
that, somebody else has to keep a watch on them.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's go get some sleep. I am
You
sore in
see,
places that I shouldn't be.
she just kind of shrugs. Very well, Captain. They've confined tomorrow, and pending your approval, it'll be. Whew, it'll be the third day they can participate again. I like it. It's brilliant, and I am going drinking. And she just wanders off.
Don't drink the town dry. They still want some booze for the rest.
I do what I want.
I can't stop you even if I tried.
I'm pretty
Tobias,
sure if you tried, she'd try even harder just to spite you.
Tobias,
Yes, you would.
Tobias shrugs. The captain said she could drink, so she's going to drink.
She's gonna drink. I just told her not to drink the whole town dry, because she could, in an evening.
Yeah, it's good.
No, not in an evening. It'd take her at least 2 days for the whole of Baraki.
I just hope there's some booze left over for the final festival. Anyways,
I don't-
I'm going to bed. Skull, my guy, good teamwork today.
Looks like we'll have some more fun tomorrow, too, I'm sure. Though we should be a little careful. I've noticed more masks. And not just the ones
We're
they're
gonna find
selling.
Out.
And Cade kind of nods his head, and he actually looks to
I'm assuming
um.
you're
eh,
talking about that. That's
You keep cutting out, Valor. I'm sorry. He's talking
one
up.
of the.
Oh.
the-
I'm not the
many groups
No, he's
of underground
cutting out hard.
individuals that prowl Baraki.
there you go. Cade actually kind of nods his head. Yeah, but the masks is like an actual
I
organization.
haven't been talking. I'm not speaking.
Wow, then that was delayed.
Yep.
Discord does not like you for some reason today, Valor.
Yeah, Discord seems to have preferences. It doesn't like a lot of people.
Once again, I am on the other side of my house from the Wi-Fi modem.
That's all good.
Well,
But Cade nods his head. The mask is an actual organization too, and if there's a lot of them moving around, then we need to keep an eye out. Who knows why, but you never know what a bunch of people like that could be planning. So we'll keep an eye on things, and we'll get it ready, and then Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and bada bing, bada boom. Forget about it.
Side question for you, DM. Did I gain any street cred from stopping that bar fight? Or
Yes.
did I lose some?
No, you gain 1.
Yay! Coming in from the top rope!
Coming in from the top scales.
Top scales! Yay!
Kind of like top sales.
Here comes the boom! Ready or not?
But with that,
Right. Day two.
and the ominous, ominous warning. Day 2, I think we're going to wait because Mr. Emil will be out of school by next week because he had finals this week, so should be out of school by next week. But and frankly, I think day 1 is a good place to stop while I do some more prep work. I have the events I want I need, but I want to make a couple more rolls and roll charts. So I think this is a perfect place to stop. And then next week when we have our full table, it'll be all kinds of chicanery and shenanigans.
Oh, looking forward to it.
And don't pistol whip the next guy who says shenanigans.
Hey, Farva, what was that place you called that you liked going to?
Shenanigans?
Oh, you mean shenanigans?
But anyway, guys, gals, non-binary pals.
I look like Farva.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. We're here having a great time in Veraki, and yeah, there's more story coming, and there's mystery and intrigue and reckless abandon of morality. Because,
just because I want to try and woo the princess does not mean I'm abandoning my morals.
Did I say you? Sounds to me like that's a guilty conscience. I was talking about the mass drinking and other debauchery going on.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, a little bit of a guilty conscience. You've never once mentioned how old the princess is, and I'm kind of concerned about that.
She's not a child.
Good enough for me.
Yeah, that works.
Yep. She's legal, so good enough for...
I mean, Valor is...
Yeah,
Valor is 19, so, I mean...
Yeah, he's not too far in age.
Still a teenager.
But anyway. So, with that being said, though, and with all of the beautiful people that you are, I want to thank everybody so much for watching. Really, it means the absolute world to me. Of course, as you can see, I have a great time, and I hope you all do as well. Cybernecko, thank you for the follow. Also, Tanzanaft, thank you for following me on TikTok. I appreciate it. And as much fun as I have, I couldn't have this much fun without my fantastic cast of characters to whom, without them, I couldn't be doing this. So allow me to introduce them. We have Mr. Crowlot playing Skull, our Ranger Sicilian? Octopus person.
Yeah, it's always lovely to play. And it's nice to know that if you put a snake and an octopus together, you get a motorboat.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
One's the power, one's the motor.
There you go. And of course, next we have Vex playing Valor, our Naga Paladin.
Power, one's the motor. And the motor. Rope. Ballin. If I'm cutting in and out, I'm sorry.
It's all good. And last but certainly not least is the ever lovely Laura playing Niafta, our Bard Rogue hybrid and the captain of our vessel.
Yeah, I cannot be babysitting all these people, man. I need some help.
That is exactly what leadership is. It is, I am babysitting people beneath me and hoping
Valor,
I get a job
Valor
done.
never drinks.
Yep.
Hey, to be fair, I went and stopped the fight before somebody got hurt. And
Yep.
then
Which I
immediately-
appreciate.
We made money on it.
Yeah, you made us money there. That was nice.
In
I
which
also
lots of
hurt.
people
I
made
also
money.
hurt 6 people.
Well, a bunch of people. But anyway, thank you all so very much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. I have been your master of the seas, Dr. John Wolfenstein, and until the next stream, please stay healthy, my friends.
Thank you all for visiting. We'll see you next time. And remember, patients, it's never too late it's never too hard to make someone's day a hell of a lot better. So get out there and spread happiness like it's a virus. Bye, everybody.